Welcome everyone and welcome to High School Sports 2001. This is Jim the Legend Sainsbury bringing the action to you here this evening at Bettendorf as they challenge Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks for tonight's action. As they're just about set to get off for the first tip-off of the evening. The Hawks come in with a 5-0 record, rated number 4 in the 4A. The Bettendorf Bulldogs are currently 8-1, as I was told, and only one loss, so this should be a great matchup here this evening. Ball's up in the air and it comes down to the Hawks. It's going to be Kruger with the ball. He switches it over to Derek Waite. Waite works it around to get it inside right away immediately to Brett Kane, and he picks up the first 2 points of the evening. So the Hawks go up 2-0 over the Bulldogs as they come down now for their first try. Cutright with the ball as he looks around for somebody to start to work it inside just a little bit. Andy Flick had it, gives it back out to Drew Wessels, and he'll flick it back over to Cutright. Cutright tries to drive the baseline, doesn't see anything, gives it back out to Wessels. Wessels back out at the point as they work around, call another play, given over there now to Mike Martin, number 32. And he gets it into the corner to Cutright. He again looking for an opening, doesn't see anything, and looks like we got our first foul of the evening, and that's going to go on number 45, Brett Kane. Score 2-0 was at the 7:10 mark here out of the first period early in tonight's game. As the Bulldogs still working around, try to get it inside to the big guy, Brian Cutright. And down low in the land of the Giants was Drew Wessels with nowhere to go, puts it up, but it's hit out of bounds and it'll remain in the Bulldogs' hands. As they call out the play and try to get somebody open, can't do it, so they'll take it out all the way, but I'll tell you, a lot of height and good, smart heads-up play by Brian Cutright as he was almost going to go out of bounds and bounces the ball off of one of the Hawks players. It remains the Bulldogs' ball. And for those of you that might be new to basketball, you can go over the timeline on a side out like that without it being an over the back. And there's the first 2 points of the evening for the Bulldogs, and it's going to go to Brian Cutright. And we got a foul, looks like, called on Drew Wessels. One of those that kind of drive the coaches mad, but I think that was more of a being aggressive, and you can't fault a young man like that for that. So the Hawks work it around, try to get it to the big guy, 00, Devon Waite, 6'5", guard forward. He doesn't get that three-pointer. Well, he says if it was first you don't succeed, try again, and he gets that one down. And quickly down court come the Bulldogs. And that was blocked by Cutright, but rebounded by Wessels. He drives the lane up and no good. Rebounded by Cutright again, so they'll try to slow it down a little bit, work it around, see what they can come up with. But just as soon as I say that, Nick Thompson tried a three, but that bounces off, and the Hawks come down with the ball. Kruger at the point now, number 15. He looks for somebody that might be open. Gives it off to Myers. Myers works it to the inside to the number 31, that being Zach Lurch with his 2 points of the game. And just that quickly, 7-2 in favor of the Hawks, and the Bulldogs call a timeout. With that, we'll take a timeout as well. As we get set to go again, Bulldogs ball. They're down by 5 here early in the first quarter at the 5:26 mark. Wessels with the ball as he looks for somebody inside. Doesn't see anybody. Gets it into Cutright at the foul line, but he shifts it back out to Martin. Martin gives to big number 44, Nick Thompson, but no good. But it comes back out, and Mike Martin tries another shot, doesn't get it. Wessels with the rebound, so 3 quick offensive rebounds, and we're going to have a foul inside. And that foul will go on Devon Waite, 00. And we're going to have a pushing foul inside. And I didn't quite catch who it was, so we'll just leave it at that. Quickly down where the Hawks, big three-point try from way in the corner, and it's good by Zach Lurch. So he has 5 points already here in the first period. So the Bulldogs got their hands full with the number 4 team in Class 4A here, and a foul again called down low. Goes against one of the Hawks. Number 31, Zach Lurch, who just got that three-pointer down at the other end. Wessels works it around and gives it back over to Martin. Martin tries for 8-footer, didn't get it, and down with the rebound comes Brett Keene. 10-2 is the score in favor of the Hawks, and another three. Wow, as Devon Waite lights it up with a three-pointer. His second three of the first period. 13-2 in favor of the Hawks. So the Bulldogs got their hands full, and they're a good team. They just got, I think, settled down a little bit now and just play these guys and play their own game instead of the game that they're trying to play with the Hawks. A nice pass inside to Brett Keene, and he lights it up for 2 more. 15-2 in favor of the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks. Wessel over the timeline, gives it over to Cutright. Cutright tries to get it inside, and he does to Mike Martin, but it's in and out. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes back over to the Hawks. And we got a substitution as Brock Helverson comes in for the first time. And going down for a breather is Andy Flick. So Derek Kruger brings it up over the timeline. As he picked up there by Wessels, he switches it over to Devon Waite. Waite back out to the top of the key. Waite drives inside. It's blocked there by Mike Martin, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll remain Hawks ball. 3:24, and it's been all Cedar Rapids Hawks so far. As the ball was missed, but up and in is 45, Brett Kane. That's his 6th point of the first period. And nice pass out to the side, and just can't get anything to go down for Mike Martin. Tried a nice three, poked away there by Brian Cutright, but it goes out of bounds and go back over to the Hawks. 17-2, kind of hard to believe, as the Bulldogs are really down here in this first period. So they're going to have to do a little bit of strategy and try to cut down on these sharpshooters from Cedar Rapids Prairie. Devon Waite drives to the baseline and it's a block. Oh, a beautiful tie up there. Beautiful job by Jess Lohenberg, number 12, as he has brought himself into the game and already made his presence known as he ties up the big guy, 6'5", Devon Waite, and goes over to the Bulldogs. Martin with the ball. He gets it inside to Helverson. Helverson looking for an opening. He's working on big number 45, Brett Kane, and he is fouled on the way up. So he'll go to the free throw line for, I think this is the first free throw of the evening for the Bulldogs. Brock Helverson, a junior 6'6" center, or senior 6'6" center, I should say. And that is good. So he completes a three-point play, heavily needed points, now 17-5 in favor of the Hawks. As maybe they'll change the momentum a little bit, and the Hawks will start playing their very aggressive game that they're very capable of doing. Waite with a three-point try from the top of the key, and it goes in. So Devon Waite really lighting it up, his 3rd three of the first period. Now with 9 points. Pretty obvious, 3 threes, right? Wessels drives the lane, and it's knocked away, but it'll remain with the Bulldogs. Very quick move by Drew Wessels, as Mike Martin goes for a breather. And back comes in Brian Cutright. Oh, nice try there by Chris Kruger, but it's knocked out of bounds. And intercepted there by Joe Martin of the Hawks. And down driving in, it's going to count. And going to the line is going to be Chris Kruger, number 23. And Chris is a sophomore. No good on his try, so back down come the Bulldogs. Well, let's see what happens here. Can the Bulldogs make a move? It looks like it's going to be double dribbling they're going to call on Jess Lohenberg, so it goes back over to the Hawks once again. Now in the game comes Dustin Waite, number 13. He with the ball right now, gives it back over to 53, Zach Harold. He is also in the game. And there's going to be a scrum down there, and they'll call it a jump ball. Jason Cole also in the game, number 5. With the shot was Harold, doesn't make it. The Bulldogs come down with the ball, and Wessels with the ball brings it over the timeline. Quickly over to Thompson. Thompson inside to big number 54, Brock Heverson, but it's blocked, and here come the Hawks on a fast break. And looks like Jason Cole is going to be fouled, and he'll be go to the line shooting 2. Jason Cole, a sophomore, 5 feet 10 inches, tall, guard forward. Makes the front end of the 2-shot foul. And you'll have one more. 54 seconds left here in the first period. And he makes the second one. The score now 24-5 in favor of the Hawks, as they have really put it on the Bulldogs here early in the first period, but momentum can change and anything can happen in this game. We're a long way from this one being over. Well, Buckles with the ball. It looks like it was kicked by Chris Cougar, so it'll remain in the Bulldogs' hands. As Brian Buckles has come into the game, number 14 for the Bulldogs. He gets it inside. Nice, pretty pass inside. He's going to be fouled. That being Dan Peel, as he has come into the game as well, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Dan, a 6'1" senior guard forward. And the second one is no good. So misses 2 of the free bunnies as the Hawks bring it back down again, looking to put up some more points, as they have had, well, pretty much all their way here in this first period. Underneath, number 13, and that is Dustin Waite, and he gets his first field goal of the evening. And the Bulldogs try to get inside, and no, as the buzzer goes off. So the end of the first period, it is the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks 26, the Bettendorf Bulldogs 5, and we'll be back after this. For the second period, with the Hawks leading at 26-5 over the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Of course, anything can happen. We have 3 periods to go. Let's see if the Bulldogs can fire it up a little bit, and that's a very good start as Cutright gets in there for 2. He has 4 of the 7 points for the Bulldogs. Wild shot there. Tip back, but the Hawks look like they're going to retain it. Indeed, they do. And down inside, oh, beautiful pass there from Kruger over to Kane. The shot was missed, but it was a very pretty pass. And Going to line will be Brett Keane, senior 6'8". First one goes down. And a second one on the way. That one is good as well. So Brett Keane with 8 points. As Wessels once again brings it over the timeline, looks inside, and that is kicked, so it'll remain the Bulldogs' ball. Dan Wessels will take it out of bounds. They call a play and almost picked off there by Brett Keane, but he couldn't quite keep it in bounds, so it'll remain Bulldogs' ball. I think the Bulldogs just have to settle down here and start playing Bulldogs ball, and I think they'll be just fine. As they just kind of were caught off guard early on as the Hawks went up about 10 points very quickly, and they just got a little down on themselves, but now they're starting to drive and get it to the inside, and let's see what happens here. Well, almost had the shot. Wessels will try a three-pointer, and no good. Rebounded there by Waite. And the Hawks bring it down court once again. Driving inside is Kruger. No good. Back up with it is Brett Keane. 9 points for Brett Keane. Oh, long three by Martin. That was no good. Quickly down court. Up and in is Zach Lurch for two, and he is fouled. (32-7) in favor of the Hawks, and we'll take another quick timeout. Well, once again, we'll get set to go as both coaches, Kevin Skillett for the Bulldogs, talking it over with his guys, and Rocky Bennett of the Hawks just telling his young men to keep it going, as completing the three-point play is 31, Zach Lurch. Wessels flicks it over to Martin. Martin back to Wessels. They're working around. And Wessels tried to drive the lane, didn't see anything open, and inside, shot up, Mick Thompson, but that's no good. Rebounded by Wessels, and he gets in with the land of the Giants, blocked underneath again. He tries to get up and in, can't get it, but he is fouled on his way up. And Wessels will go to the line. Looked like that's going to be a foul on Brian Myers. So Dan Wessels, a 5'10" sophomore point guard. And he makes the first of two. 23-8 now. Make that 23-9. Well, they work it around. Waite with a three-point shot again. Man, oh man, you cannot leave him open, as he will sink them all night long, it looks like. He's only made 4 shots, but all of them have been threes. 12 points for Waite, and there's going to be a foul inside. That's going to go on Derek Kruger as he hammered Nick Thompson, and Nick Thompson will go to the line. 6'6" senior forward. (36-9) in favor of the Hawks. And the first one is good. For Nick Thompson. Second one on its way, that is good as well. Well, the Hawks now very good at passing the long range shots. Way to open up at the top of the key. Thought better of it, got down inside, and down in there is Brian Myers, but he says no, I think I'll kick it back out to Kruger out at the point, and they're going to take some time off the scoreboard right now and look for that good open shot. So I think they're going to play a little pass and catch here at the 5:09 mark of the second period. Wade will try another three from the corner, and oh, he misses his first three of the evening. Underneath, there's a foul, however. And I'm not sure exactly who it was on, but somebody's going to go to the line, and that's going to be Zach Harold, number 53. 6'5" center. And the first one is good. The other one is on the way, and that one is good as well. So he has 4 points, all of them coming from the free throw line. Wessel's now just trying to figure out how can he get inside to some of his big guys and let them start working that inside. I think you're going to have to try to attack the Hawks, and there's going to be pushing off a little bit with the old knee there called on Brian Myers as he forced the Bulldog out of bounds. And going to the line again will be Nick Thompson. That first one is good out of the 1-and-1, so you'll get the second one. And this one is good as well. So he has 4 points now. Bring the score to 38-12 in favor of the Hawks. Or 38-13, I should say. As now the Bulldogs are going to put a press on the Hawks, make it just a little bit harder for them to get over that timeline. They do indeed get over it as 25 has the ball. Joe Martin. Back over to Lurch. Lurch to Wait looks inside. He finds an open man and missed by Derek Kruger. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And slipping there was Lowenberg, but underneath is Wessels again. He hands it off. And 3 second is going to be called on the Bulldogs. 3 second violation. And that'll be tipped out of bounds by Thompson, but it'll still remain the Hawks' ball. Cedar Rapids Prairie comes into this game rated number 4 in Class 4A with a 5-0 record, and they certainly look like a very good team in the Iowa boys basketball. Well, foul again, and going to a line will be Derek Kruger, the 5'10" senior guard. Lowenberg goes out, and coming in is Andy McLean, number 4. First one is made. Second one is up, and that is good as well. Kruger with 2 points. 40-13. Favor of the Hawks, and stolen again by Kruger. Coming down with it is number 25, puts it up, and he's going to be hacked on the way up. And Joe Martin will go to the line. First one is good. Joe Martin, a 6'4" guard. Senior guard. And the second one is up, and it is good as well. Increasing their lead 52-13 for the Hawks, as I think a whole lot of talking is going to have to be done during halftime to try to get the Bulldogs back into this game. And it can happen. Just as hot as the Hawks have been in this first half, they can go cold and the Bulldogs can come back. Nice rebound there by Martin. Doesn't go in. They just can't get a ball to drop, and that has been, I think, half the problem here in the first half, as the Bulldogs just aren't getting the ball to go down in. Wait with the ball. He flicks it over to Kruger. Kruger works that inside, thinks better of it, gets it back outside to Martin. Martin with the ball being hounded, but he gets it over. Gets it inside, back to Martin, and he'll, well, called for a charging, so no good. Those points won't count. So Joe Martin with kind of a crashing in there and got called for the charge. As the Bulldogs again try to work that inside, and that is going to be blocked. Andrew McLean tried to get it in there, but no good. But the Bulldogs bring it down. With it is Thompson, and Thompson can't get it to go as well. The ball's hit out of bounds off of one of the Hawks, so it'll remain in the Bulldogs' end of the court, and Wessels will be inbounding it. Back in comes Cole, number 5 for the Hawks, as they get it inside to Thompson, and he is fouled on the way up, so he'll go to the line, shooting 2. Joe Martin with his second foul. So Thompson's mail for his point have come from the charity stripe. And this one underway, misses this one. Should have said it because Poppy jinxed him there. Nick Thompson, normally a very good free throw shooter. So let's see if he can't get this second one down. And that is good. So 52-14 in favor of Cedar Rapids Prairie over Bettendorf Bulldogs. Wait with the ball, number 00. Gets it over to Cole. Harold with the ball right now, just waiting to get an open man. He shifts it back over to Kruger. Kruger tries to get it inside, and it's up and good by Joe Martin. So his first 2 points, or check that, first field goal of the evening. And a nice pass play there, and 2 points will go on the board for number 32, Mike Martin. His first 2 of the game. And another timeout is called. We'll take a timeout as well. We are Family Ties Productions, now called FTP Sports Network. As we get set to go, a correction, it's 44-15 in favor of the Hawks. As I was looking through a raised basket and couldn't quite see the score, but there was a steal there by Nick Thompson. He gets her down and puts it up. So now 44-18 with 1:56 left here in the first half. Nice pass inside, but no good. Beautiful pass by Martin, but to naught as Kruger missed a shot. And down come the Bulldogs. Wessels tries to get that open 3, can't get it, tries to get it inside. It's kicked there by Dustin Waite, and back over to the Bulldogs. Dustin Waite is a junior guard. And way out it comes to Mike Martin. Mike Martin drives the baseline, tries to get the shot, thinks better, throws it back out. Wessels with the ball, and he was hounded. Well, oh boy, I don't know if that was, well, it's going to be called on a Bulldog, but it could have pretty close there to be called an elbow shot by one of the Hawk players, but he is going to go to the line, that being Zach Harold, number 53. With his first attempt at the free throw line here this evening. 1:25 left here in the first half. And I think the Bulldogs can't wait to get into the locker room and try to regroup for the second half. First one's on its way, and that is good. .65 junior center, Zach Harold. And the second one is good. So now 46-18 in favor of the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks. Wessels again tries to drive the baseline. Their point guard as they work it around, get it inside to Cutright. Cutright with about an 8-footer, and he makes it. 6 points now for Brian Cutright. As again, Joe Martin brings it over the timeline. Nice pass inside to big number 53, Zach Harrell, but he misses it. And rebounded there by Nick Thompson. And driving the baseline, and we're going to have a foul down low as Brian Cutright drove, and he'll be fouled down there by 53, Zach Harold. So Brian Cutright, 6'5", senior center forward with 6 points right now. And it's good. So, well, they're within now 25 points, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it could have been a whole lot worse here as the half winds down. 35 ticks left, and we'll have halftime. As the Hawks, I think, are just going to work it around, try to get that last shot of the halftime. Dustin Waite with the ball right now as he gets it over to Martin. Martin hounded, but he gets it back over and out to Jason Cole. And we got a shot attempt up, but it's going to be no good, and a foul is called. And so going to the line once again is Zach Harold. So Zach must be busy going to that foul line, it looks like. First one is good. And we await the second shot with 8 seconds left in the first half. And the second one is no good. Rebounded there by Cutright. They're going to have to hurry as the clock is winding down, and it's recovered by the Hawks, and that wouldn't have counted anyway. So the end of the first half is the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks 47, the Bettendorf Bulldogs 21. We'll be back with the start of the second half after this. Hands full, I bet you, in the locker room. And just that quickly, the first 2 points of the second half go to 31, Zach Lurch. He currently has 8 points. And we're going to have a foul called, it looks like, on Brian Myers. So he picks up his second foul of the evening. Wessels will take it out of bounds. He gets it inside to Martin. Martin back over to Wessels. And let's see what changes Coach Skellett made during the halftime period, as they are down by a bunch, and they're going to have to grab some fast and furious. And the first 2 of the second half go to Mike Martin. Martin now with 4 points. As the Hawks are working around, they call out a play. Waite dives to the inside, didn't see anybody, and a charging foul is going to be called on Derek Kruger. His second foul of the game. And Wessels brings it over the timeline. Looks inside, finds an open Brian Cutright, but he hands it off. Back out. It goes to Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson inside to Cutright. Cutright up and in. Cutright with 8 points. Take that 10 points now for Brian Cutright. 49-25. Myers with the ball. Is he at the top of the key? Flicks it back over to Kruger. And Kruger looks for somebody to break to the inside. It was supposed to be, looked like Devin Waite, but he didn't quite get the opening. So they'll try it over again with Zach Lurch with the ball. And diving to the inside is going to be Brian Myers. And he's fouled on the way up. Looks like he got him on the wrist. Even though the crowd here thought possibly not. So going to the line is 6'4" senior Brian Myers. Misses the first one of 2. Currently with no points in this game. And the second one is no good as well. So the Bulldogs come away with a small break there. A minor victory, as it were, as they stop the Hawks from getting any score, but out of control going in there was Andy Flick, and unfortunately it goes back over to the Hawks. I think Andy thought he saw somebody open down low, didn't, and the Hawks were right there to take the ball away. So Devin Waite with the ball, and he is really a gunner from outside, so they don't want to leave him open at all as he tries to get open. But it's currently Zach Lurch with the ball. He flips it over to Brian Myers. Myers looking for an opening, doesn't find anybody. Now inside is big number 45, Brett Kane, and he gets his 12th point of the game. 51-25 in favor of the Hawks. 3-point try on its way, and it's good by Nick Thompson. So Nick Thompson coming to play here this evening. 10 points right now, as I haven't scored. That is unofficial, of course, folks. Devin Waite again with the ball. Goes down to the corner to Brian Myers, and it's going to be stolen by Andy Flick, and he is fouled on the rebound by Brian Myers. So a good move by Andy Flick. Quick hands, gets in there and gets the ball away, gets it back to the Bulldogs. Drew Wessels takes it out of bounds once more time, and it comes back to him. And they'll try to set up the play. The point guard for the Bulldogs, as they are down 51-27 here at the 4:41 mark of the third period. And that'll be, well, almost knocked out of bounds, but recovered there by Mike Martin. And another 3-point try on the way by Thompson, no good, and down with it comes the Hawks. But stolen away by Wessels. And he'll try to drive the inside. Does a shimmy move. It gets around one man. And now going to be hacked there. It looks like down low by one of the Hawks. And nice drive there by Jess Lowenberg, as another Hawk picks up another foul. But they'll take it out of bounds, as they're not into the bonus just yet. It wasn't a shooting foul. Lowenberg with the ball right now as he looks for somebody on the open side. And that's Mike Martin. He drives to the corner, and he puts it up and in from about 15. Mike Martin with his 6th point of the game. And quickly down came the Hawks, and a foul is going to be called on Drew Wessels. It wasn't a shooting foul, so they'll take it out at the baseline. Taking it out is Joe Martin, number 25, comes out to Devin Waite. He gets it inside. And up and in it goes for Brett Kane, now with 14 points. Mike Martin with the ball, looking for somebody to be open. One of the Hawk players go down, but no foul was called as Drew Wessels drives the lane, up and in. Quick, great move by Drew Wessels. And back over it goes to the Bulldogs as a turnover. So maybe a little ray of hope here, as a couple quick points here now could bring them within about 18 if they can get a three-pointer down. Ball comes in, comes way out to Mike Thompson. He gets it quickly over to Cutright. Cutright looks to the inside, doesn't see anybody. He'll try the baseline himself, thinks better of it. Back out to Martin. Martin will try the baseline, doesn't find anybody open, and we're going to have a foul again. And it looks this time like it's going to be on the Bulldogs, so we'll go back over to the Hawks. Score 53-31 at the 3:27 mark of the third period. As the Hawks work it around now, not in any big hurry at all, as they have a pretty substantial lead. Martin with the ball as he looks for somebody open, comes out to the point now, tries to get it inside, but that's broken up, and it's going to be picked up by Nick Thompson. It's a good defensive stand there by the Bulldogs as they get inside to Thompson. Thompson tries the baseline, up and in for Nick Thompson. And the Bulldogs starting to pick it up a little bit, and that's what I think I was expecting right from the beginning, as Wessels almost had himself a steal. Nice no-look pass, but that's intercepted by Brian Cutright. Another turnover for the Hawks, and here come the Bulldogs. As this is what I was truly expecting in that first half, and I think they just were a little flat in that first half. And Coach Skellett probably had a good talking to his guys and said, come on, well, we're a whole lot better than that. And three-point land, and you betcha goes down for Brian Cutright, and all of a sudden, we got ourselves a ball game going. 30 score now, 53-36 in favor of the Hawks, and we'll take a short break and be back with you. 5. Well, as we get set to go again, cutting it down to 17 points now, and I tell you what, the Bulldogs have all of a sudden come alive here towards the end part of the third period, as the Hawks now know that they're in for a ball game. And again, it's taken away. Andy Flick gets the turnover by the Hawks, and here comes Drew Wessels. Inside he goes to Martin. Martin looking for an opening guy, and that happens to be Thompson. Thompson is poked away, but Lowenberg gets it back inside to Thompson. Thompson in the paint, up but no good. Rebounded there by Martin, but we're going to have a foul called. And it's going to be against one of the Bulldogs, it looks like. So Joe Martin brings it down court. He takes it back over to Chris Kruger. And Kruger works the point. And it's stolen there by Wessels. He's got great quick hands, and he's up. And he is fouled on the way up. So he'll be going to the line, shooting to Drew Wessels. Couldn't quite get that shot to go down. Oh, that'd have been awfully important here with 1:24 left in the third period. Drew Wessels, the exciting sophomore 5'10" point guard for the Bulldogs. First one is good. And Derek Kruger comes back into the game, relieving Joe Martin. Second shot on its way, and that's good as well. Drew Wessels now with 6 points. Oh, check that. It wasn't Martin that went to the bench, as he is still in there. My mistake. Derek Kruger with the ball now up on the point, and almost taken away there by Mike Martin, but it kicks it out of bounds, go back over to the Hawks. Jason Cole taking it out of bounds, gets it into Devon Wade. He'll try a three-pointer from deep outside. Been pretty quiet in the second half, and the ball goes back over to the Bulldogs. Wessels brings it down. And he'll try to set up the play. Is he going to drive the lane himself? Indeed he is. He is really good. Oh, just misses that one. What a great move by him. but the ball just wouldn't go down, and down comes back is Derek Kruger in a hurry. Oh man, that's got to be a charging foul, and you better believe it. As he put 2 elbows into Drew Wessels, and he's caught for it. And that'll pick up his 3rd foul. And Coach Bennett's going to sit him down, not liking what he saw out of his young point guard. So Drew Wessels, he is active, and I think he kind of frustrates some of these guys. Well, what a move again into the lane, and he's going to be fouled again. So all of a sudden the Hawks are starting to make some fouls that they weren't making in the first half, and it's going to make a difference here as we come down to it. Drew Wessels back on the line again, shooting 1-1. For check that, I think they're in a super bonus now as they have 8 fouls against them, and so he should be shooting an automatic 2. First one is no good. I guess it was 1-1. I thought they went to super bonus at 8. It must be 10 fouls here at high school. And there it's taken away by Mike Martin. Martin drives the lane, inside, no good. Rebounded there by Chris Kruger. Quickly down court is Devon Waite. He tries to get inside, but can't do it. Ball is kicked out of bounds and remain on the Hawks side. Taken out of bounds will be Joe Martin, number 25, as it's starting to heat up here with 4 seconds left in the 3rd period. Bulldogs have made a charge, and that one's going to go nowhere, and it won't count even if it would go in. So after 3, it's 53-38 in favor of the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks. We'll be back after this. Last period, Bulldogs have the ball, 15 points down, and I know this can be made up. I've seen it happen many times with many different teams, and the Bulldogs are certainly able to, and the first 2 points of the 4th quarter are going to go to Mike Martin. Bring it down to 13 points, and the press comes on for the Bulldogs as they're really going to put it on the Hawks now, and now we'll find out what the Hawks are really made of. Are they really true number 4 ranking? So far they look pretty good, but let's see what happens in the 4th period as they're going to be under pressure, but a foul is called down low. And I don't know if that's going to be a shooting foul. It doesn't look like it. They'll take it out of bounds. So a non-shooting foul by one of the Bulldogs. Didn't catch the number of who caused that one. But taking it out will be the Hawks as they get it inside. And it'll go in. And the Hawks get their first 2 points of the 4th period. 55-40 now in favor of the Hawks. 15 points. They lead the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Wessels with the ball, and he has made some great moves from the point, getting to that paint side. Nice drives on anybody that's been trying to guard him. Nice give and go down to Lowenberg, but he didn't have the quite control of the ball, and it's going to go back. Well, no, rebounded and kept by Thompson. Back out to Wessels. as they had a nice give and go going there, but didn't quite keep the handle on the ball. Wessels back over to Lowenberg. Lowenberg to Thompson. Thompson with about a 15-footer, no good. But it's rebounded by Lowenberg in the land of the Giants, gets it up, and no good as well. Here comes Flick with the ball. Doesn't get the ball, and down comes with it is Chris Kruger. He gets it over to Joe Martin. And Kruger with the ball once again. I would imagine that the Hawks would want to slow it down, but it doesn't look like that's their type of basketball. Gets to wait, and he has been totally shut down here in the second half. They get it inside to Martin. Martin up with the ball, no good, but he's going to be fouled by Lowenberg. So going to the line, shooting two is going to be Joe Martin, a 6'4" senior. First one is good. As Nick Thompson goes for a breather, coming in for him is, look like Keith Coleman. I want to make sure that, no, check that, it's Brian Cutright, number 50. And a second one good as well. 57-40 now as they extend it back to 17 for the Hawks. With 6:15 left here in the fourth period. Wessels thought he was going to take a shot, but I think he was just trying to get somebody open. Lowenberg comes inside and got a no man's land, but let's see, called nice thinking there, quick thinking as he calls a timeout, saving the ball. And we'll take a quick timeout as well and be back with you for hopefully the ending of this pretty exciting basketball game. Well, with 5:03 left here in the fourth period, the Bulldogs are going to have to try everything they can, and Devin Wade is going to be called for a travel. And he thought he got hacked, but the official on his side didn't see it that way. The official from the far court called it, saw him taking some steps, and so it goes back over to the Bulldogs. Wessels, always so very quick, but now he's going to be tied up, and it's going to call jump ball, and looks like it's going to be back going over to the Hawks. Well, the Hawks have certainly been shut down here in this second half, as they have only scored 10 points in the entire second half. And they're going to have to watch that, and it is intercepted, and nice give and go by Wessels to Martin, and Martin back up and in. 57-42 now. Back to that 15-point deficit inside, and it's blocked down low, but here comes Waite with the ball up and in. So with his first 2 points of the second half, Devin Waite now with 14. As Wessels looks for an open man, somebody goes down on the inside, but no foul is called. Lowenberg looks inside to Cutright. Cutright takes a dribble, thinks better of it, gets it back out. And a foul is going to be called down on the inside. Going to the line is going to be Mike Martin. Nine team fouls now on the Hawks as Andy Flick goes out for a breather. And the first one is good. For Mike Martin, 6'3", senior guard forward. Second one is good as well. So 59-44. As Waite drives the baseline, comes up with it, takes a shot. Not going to go down. Call for the foul is going to be Brian Cutright. So Devin Waite will go to the line, shooting 2. He can really pop them from outside. And we have a little bit of a mix-up here as we're waiting for another player to come into the game. Apparently, I wasn't keeping track of fouls, but that looks like Nick Thompson might have fouled out of the game. And indeed he did. So Nick Thompson fouls out with 12 points. First one's up and in by Devin Waite. And the second one is good as well. So Wessels comes over the timeline at the 4:47 mark of the final period. As driving to the inside, up and no good by Mike Martin. And down come the Hawks with the ball once again. Wessels give him a little bit of a hassle, not allowing him to come over that timeline easily. And he's got very quick hands, and slapped out of bounds there, remain in the Hawks' hands. Waite with the ball, pinch to the inside, and he used an elbow or a head or something. They call him a charging foul, or whatever you want to call it, with the hand behind the head. But another foul goes on Devin Waite. 10 fouls now on the Hawks, and Devin Waite will take a seat on the bench. And down comes with it is Drew Wessels. And stolen there by the Hawks. Got a man wide open down here. It's going to be easy. Well, just as soon as I say it, easy two for Zach Lurch, he blows the bunny. And down into the corner is Martin with a three, and he gets it. $14 points now for Mike Martin. And wide open, drives the baseline, and it's blocked. Jason Cole's shot blocked, and down come the Bulldogs. They are certainly not going to give up. Thompson with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Wessels, back out to Martin. Stolen there. Somebody sort of mauled by Martin, but looks like they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow points at the Bulldogs. It'll remain Bulldogs ball. So yeah, I guess maybe you could have called a foul on that one, but hey, you got to give the Bulldogs a little break here as they're down a few points. Wessels with the ball again. I tell you, he can pop them from three, but just hasn't been open enough to get it going. Dan Pugh with a drive, and that's going to be blocked, but he's hacked on the way up by Brett Kane. So Dan Pugh goes to the line. Dan, a 6'1" guard, senior guard forward. First one is no good. Score remains 61-47. Second one is good for Dan. Has 2 points. And Andy Flick comes back into the game, number 30, and Drew Wessels is going to pick up a hand check foul. And going to the line is going to be Zach Lurch, the 6'4" senior. .320 left in the final period as the first one is good. That's his 10th point of the game. and now has 11. So time running down, 3:18, as the Bulldogs have fought back very nicely here in the second half. And oh, if only they would have had the same half as they had in the second half, I think we would have had ourselves a great game here. But they got down by, goodness gracious, 26 points in that first half. And boy, that's hard to overcome. And now we're going to have another foul called. Looks like that is going to go against Brian Myers. And that's his 5th foul, so he fouls out of the game. And going to the line is Andy Flick. Andy, a 6'1" senior forward. Currently has 2 points in this game, and these 2 are very crucial. And the first one is no good, but it was a 2-shot foul as they're into the super bonus. Now I finally got that right. Second one on its way. That is good. And an errant pass, and Lowenberg with the ball. Bum about 8 foot, and that's good. I think those are just Lowenberg's first 2 points of the game, and it's going to be a foul call on Andy Flick, it looks like. Just a great hustling foul. Nothing wrong with that. Just trying extra hard to try to get the ball away from the Hawk player. And a timeout is called again, and we'll take a short timeout as well and be back with the remaining 2:43 left in this contest. Well, as we come back for the last 3:43 of tonight's contest, first one is up and good by Chris Kruger. Currently has 3 points in this game. Second one is good. So they extend their lead to 65-51. As Wessels quickly gets it into Thompson. Thompson looks back over to Martin. Martin probably would have had a baseline drive, but into the paint and kicked away there, recovered by Joe Martin. Of the Hawks down to Devin Waite, and they're going to slow it down now as they got all the time in the world if they want to use it that way. And I was surprised that they didn't slow it down a little bit more throughout this entire second half, but apparently that's their game, and now they kind of, well, there he's going to be fouled by Andy Flick as it goes down inside to Brett Kane. So Brett Kane will go to the line, shooting 2. 3:07 left in here, 65-51. 14-point lead now for the Hawks. And the first one is no good by Brett Kane, the 6'8" senior. Second one good. 18 points now for Brett Kane. As coming into the game for the first time is Brian Buckles, or check that, it should be the second time of the game, and that's kicked away, so it'll remain Bulldogs ball. Wessels will bring the ball in. And down to Thompson inside, off the backboard, no good. Thompson almost got the rebound back, but coming down with it is Brett Kane. And now they'll get it up over the timeline, and I think they'll slow it down as it comes, and it's going to be, looks like a foul going to be called on Brian Buckles. Indeed it is. His first foul of the game. And going to the line is Zach Lurch again. Makes the first one of 2. 12 points, looking for his 13th. And that one is good as well. Making the score now 68-51. Lohenberg looks inside to Thompson. Thompson drives, pops from about 8 feet. No good. Short off the rim, and down with it comes Keene. And now a foul will be called on Thompson. His second foul. And another timeout called. We'll take a timeout as well. Hope you're enjoying this one. We'll be back. First shot is underway, and it is good by Brett Keene. As wholesale substitutions are coming in now, we'll try to get them for you. Leonardo Majors, number 33, in for the first time. Kyle Christensen, number 11, a senior 5'8" guard. Looks along with Ryan Martin, number 43, 6'2" senior. And number 21, Tom Langhurst, a 6'2" junior guard. So 1:30 to go here. And coming down with it is Buckles. He gives it over to McLean. McLean gets kind of boxed in. He gets it over to Brock Helverson. And up, and Buckles gets his first 2 of the game. 70-53. And a foul is going to be called, it looks like, on Brian Buckles. So going to the line for his first shots of the game are going to be Kyle Christensen, a 5'8" senior guard. And the first one goes down. And now some substitution coming in for the Bulldogs as well. Coming in, number 24, David Jones, 6'4" junior, along with Keith Coleman, a 6'4" junior. And I think Kevin McVeigh is also in there, 6'5" junior as well. So Coach Skellett decided to let some of the younger players get some playing time, and it goes to Coleman. He misses it, but rebounded there by Peterson, Mike Peterson. Up again goes Coleman, no good. Rebounded again by McLean. McLean back out and gets it again. He makes a nice move there, tries about a 12-footer, and it's good. So Andrew McLean with his first 2 of the game with 32 seconds left here. 72-55. Long pass down court. And that's going to be going back over to the Bulldogs. Well, my players of the game, well, coming up here just at the end of the game, so hang on for that one. But we have 26 ticks left here in this game as Matt Peterson brings it over the timeline. He scoots it down to Kevin McVeigh. McVeigh looks inside, but that's poked back to Peterson. Peterson tries, no good. And it should remain a Bulldogs ball. So Matt Peterson, the 6'3" junior, will inbound it, and it comes on into Coleman. Coleman tries about a 12-footer. That's no good. And we'll have a jump ball, and it'll go over to the Hawks. 3 seconds left in this one. And the first half wasn't anything like the second half was. The Bulldogs played so much better in the second half, but just not enough time to make up that huge deficit that they were down in the first half. So final score 72-55, and our players of the game are going to be, for the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks, it's going to be Devin White having 20 points in the first and second half. And for the Bettendorf Bulldogs, Nick Thompson, who just had a whale of a game, tried so awfully hard there and had a great game as well. So that'll do it here. Final score once again is 72-55 in favor of the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks. I hope you've enjoyed this one. We've had a lot of fun. This is Jim the Legend Sainsbury with FTP Sports Network. We'll see you again. So long.